Arab Army maintains control over strategic villages and hills in al-Qalamun and Latakia's northern countryside. Saudi aggression on Yemen is simmering again, killing more than 13 citizens. And exams for students in basic education start across the country. Good afternoon. The exams of students in elementary schools started across the country. During his inspection tour to a number of schools in Damascus, Minister of Education confirmed the need to secure a calm and comfortable atmosphere for the students, asserting that the ministry had taken all necessary measures to accomplish the exams in the best way. Syrian Arab Army's Air Force destroyed terrorist gatherings in several areas along with their convoys in an air raid on the axis of Jisr al-Shaghur and al-Jannoudiya, inflicting heavy casualties on them. Syrian Arab Army units, along with forces defending the National Hospital in Jisr al-Shaghur, also eliminated dozens of terrorists in the perimeter of the hospital and at the southeastern interface of the city. The recent achievements came after the Syrian Arab Army had maintained control over al-Msherfe town and al-Khattab Hill, southeast of Jisr al-Shaghur, killing many terrorists from al-Nusra front. In Damascus countryside, Syrian Arab Army units have targeted terrorist gatherings to the southeast of Beit Tima. Other army units have targeted terrorist dens, hideouts and anti-tank base, killing and wounding many of them in Aqraba, Barqa, Al-Faqir and along Al-Ahrak Al-Gharbiya in Daraz countryside. In Marshili and Jub Al-Ahmar in Latakia's northern countryside, Syrian Arab Army units have eliminated scores of terrorists, among them a prominent figure from Al-Qaeda. Syrian Arab Army units, aided by the Lebanese resistance, have continued their military operations in al-Qalamun area and controlled a number of hills in al-Jibaz barren areas, among them Qarnet Rizq and Shmeis Hill, in addition to the biggest camp used by terrorists in al-Maysara and its vast plain, Uqba al-Rikab and Dawrat Hill. Among the identified terrorists who have been killed is a prominent military commander. In Al-Hasaka, Syrian Arab Army units widened their control over several areas, kicking out ISIS terrorists from a number of villages in the eastern countryside of the governorate, starting from Petrol Crossroad towards Tel Brak. Saudi military aircrafts have continued bombarding sporadic areas in Yemen, injuring at least 23 Yemenis in Sawada village in Ib province. Moreover, Saudi aircrafts have targeted the building of the governmental complex in Umran province and other service sites in various areas in the province. Public and private facilities and historical sites in Sa'da province have also been targeted by rocket shells and internationally banned cluster bombs. The Turkish prosecutors who were arrested by Erdogan's regime due to their seizure of trucks, which were transforming weapons to the terrorists from Turkey to Syria, stressed that the car accompanying the trucks was registered by a member of al-Qaeda in Liwa Iskandarun. The four prosecutors clarified that the detective who ordered their arrest hides several information in their file. The Turkish Bar Association condemned the support by Erdogan to the terrorists in Syria and his chasing prosecutors who faced the violations, stressing that the truck case became a public opinion case. Turkish Prime Minister Ahmed Davutoglu denied any intention to carry out any military intervention in Syria in an attempt to cover the support given by his regime to terrorists from al-Qaeda and ISIS, a matter which has been stressed by head of the coalition, the so-called Khalid Khoja, thanking Turkey and Saudi Arabia for their military support. In appreciation for the martyr sacrifices and in assertion of the Syrian people's resilience, Ministries of Tourism and Transport organized a train trip for the martyr sons and daughters from El Rabwa station in Damascus to Dumar station and vice versa. The trip was on board Nizha train, which is affiliated to the general establishment of Syrian Railways Al-Hijaz. The main goal of the trip is to bring happiness and joy to the hearts of the martyr sons and daughters in appreciation of their father's sacrifice. The trip is also a message to the whole world that the Syrians are still resilient in the face of the terrorist attack launched against the homeland. The Syrian abaya is a traditional costume. It is made of silk with oriental embroidery. Let's learn more about this in the following report.
The Syrian abaya is a traditional dress came from the east of Syria, where the women of Deir ez-Zor city used to wear it when they go out. Nowadays, it became so popular in the other Syrian cities and Arab countries.
We made these Syrian abayas to export it to many countries. Also, we sell it inside Syria with a good price.
The Syrian abaya is made of silk with an oriental embroidery with a new design that made it suits the look of these days. Besides that, it's considered one of the most stylish, comfortable dresses in Syria and the Arab world.
With this, we conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching. For more details about Syria and the region and to view this bulletin again, you can always visit our website in English, syriaonline.sy. Now to latest business and market news with Razan, but after a short break.
Good afternoon. The Central Bank of Syria set the price of the US dollar at 237.88 Syrian pounds for the banks and 236.17 Syrian pounds for the exchange companies, while the euro was set at 266.45 Syrian pounds for the banks and 263.22 Syrian pounds for the exchange companies. The Minister of Foreign Trade stressed that the land and port-free zones of Latakia will be turned to two areas for textile, chemical and manufacturing industries. During his meeting with the industrialists of Latakia, the Minister indicated that the locally produced material will not be imported anymore, showing that marketing the farmers' products with appropriate prices is the only way for supporting them, as the government is keen on producing the dairy, noting that the Syrian coast will be the suitable place for this project. Chairman of the Syrian Industrialists Union asserted on providing everything needed for the export process continuation. He also referred to the measures being taken by the government, which contributed in reducing the exchange rate, stressing that the Syrian exporters is much stronger than terrorism, because after all pressures imposed on them, still the Syrian products are being exported to all countries around the world, as the Union continues distributing the summer seasonal seeds for free through Live Syria campaign 2015. In China, customs data showed that China imports of crude oil rose 8.6% in April, registering a new standard level reached 7,370,000 barrels per day, while the Customs General Administration indicated that China imported 30,290,000 tons of crude oil in April, which was above expectations. And now over to some main currencies exchange rates, according to the bulletin of the Central Bank of Syria. With this, we conclude our news for today. Thank you for watching and goodbye.